Batting. He'll be starting us off here. The first pitch coming right up. Pulls it back in time. It's 1-0. The 1-0 now, and he lays one down here. Buck picks that one up in time for the out.
Well, not a bad thought, trying to get something started, getting on base to start some sort of a rally, put some pressure on the defense, but didn't work out that way.
Hairston Jr. at the plate. Nobody on base, one away. Pitch on the way. Swung on, and that's foul back. Liner towards the hole. Calaspo. That's the second out. Got a chance to check out the Royals defense. Here's what it looks like.
Gary, safe to say right here that defense, not this club's forte. They're ranked in the bottom 5 in fielding percentage in the American League. So pitching and offense going to have to carry the day.
Votto into the batter's box. Hitting .275. Checked his swing, but it's in there. 0-1. Oh, 0-1 is a sinker in there. Called strike.
Well, Gary, now that he's ahead in the count, it's probably a good time to go to the changeup.
Swung on, hit. Oh, my, that almost got him. I don't know how he got out of the way. Yeah, with 2 down, they've got a man on board. And it's Jay Bruce in the box now. Runner on first, 2 away. Line shot into center field, and that's going to be a base hit for Bruce. He's not going to take the chance. He'll stay at first base.
Gary, this ball's down out of the strike zone, but he was able to go down and get it, make just enough contact to pick himself a knock.
Dickerson is batting. 2 men on and 2 men out. Sinker drops in for a called strike.
Well, this guy has some great late breaking sink on his fastball. It's his out pitch.
Here it comes. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. And Jacobs picks it up. He's out at first base. Nice play on the cover.
That's a well-executed play right there, Gary. He hustled over, got to first base, and touched the bag.
Thought he might have had a strikeout there, but he's involved in the out anyway. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. And we move on to the home half of the first. And it'll be Aaron Harang doing the pitching. He's starting for Cincinnati. So, Steve, what's in store for these Kansas City hitters today?
Well, it's going to be a tough lineup for him to face today with all these left-handed hitters, but a high-quality pitcher on the mound, a guy who knows how to use his stuff. Gary, it's going to be critical for him to pitch inside, back these lefties off the plate so he can later go away.
And Coco Crisp to bat. And that is not in time. He's aboard at first. And he's on. That's a costly error to allow him to reach base.
Gotta like this, trying to make something happen. You need base runners. You got to get on and let the rest of the lineup do their thing. Good bunt.
Brought to you by State Farm. Here's the lineup for the Royals. Steve, how about anyone in that lineup you want to highlight?
Alex Gordon's a young guy learning how to hit at the major league level right now, and it seems to be coming rather quickly. The power potential is there, and as he learns how to take pitches and get a better count, he's got a chance to hit a ton of home runs.
Aviles at the plate. Runner on first base, nobody out. Fastball in there, 0-1. There's a throw over. And the check by Votto, watching that lead. Oh, and there goes Crisp. And he lays one down here. Harang. He's safe without a play.
Well, he's trying to advance the runners with this bunt. He's not bunting for a base hit, but once he got it down, he realized this is going to be a tough play, so he hustled down the line. They couldn't get anybody out.
The Reds defensively are going to look like this. Infield, outfield factors in this one, Steve.
Gary, take a look at this defense. Willie Tavares in the outfield, and a guy who covers an awful lot of ground, and one of the more accurate throwers in the outfield in the major leagues.
And Butler's in the box, hitting .311. The pitch from Harang. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
Well, the hitter didn't like that one, but that's a strike. He hit the inside corner up in the zone. Got to swing the bat.
He delivers. Hit on the ground towards second. Hairston Jr. and Butler retired.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down and work his way out of this jam and keep the score tied. Gary, you know, Aaron Harang has to be aware of the pressure that's riding on this pitch right now.
Doesn't want to give up the lead run here. Tie ball game with a couple on.
Well, the situation's not all that bad just yet, Gary. It's still early.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Bruce will field. Well, here comes Crisp for the plate. And Crisp scores.
Just find a way to get the runner in whenever you can, and that's what this offense does. Good, solid approach in the bat right there.
And it's Alex Gordon now. You know, Steve, they needed to take the lead, and they've come through just as we thought they might. Let's see how this plays out.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting right there to take an early lead in this game.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now. It's very early, so it may not stand up, but far better to be playing with the edge.
Well, that's right, Gary. I mean, they're going to try to use that edge to add some padding to this lead.
Good patience. Alex Gordon letting that one go by. It evens the count.
Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
The pitch from Harang. 1-1 pitch, slider, taken for a strike, 1-2.
When you throw that breaking ball, you want to throw it down in the zone to get the hitter to chase or just get the bottom of the zone for a strike. That's what he did.
Boy, an awfully close check swing right there. They want to go to third now to appeal that. Boy, oh boy, he might have gotten away with that one. No, he did not swing as the call. Swing and a miss, strike three, Gordon out. They come out strong, putting a run on the board early. The Royals lead 1-0. Due up 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. And if you're just coming on board, this is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips. We've got Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. It's going to be Hernandez. He's going to get us started. Second inning. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. Pulls it back 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Sinker just off the black, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. And Hernandez works this one. That's a hitter's count, 3-1.
He comes right out of the dugout and doing nothing but throwing balls. He's got to get himself in the strike zone.
Hickson throws, and he tries to get one down. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single. That'll bring Jeff Keppinger to the plate.
The smart hitter, before he steps in the batter's box, checks the corner infields, where they're playing, how close they are, and if he sees bunt, you got to be ready when you get your pitch to deliver. Good piece of hitting.
No one out and a runner on first. Shows bunt that time, pulls back though, and it's ball 1. Here's the 1-0, and he squares around, gets down the bunt, and Jacobs picks it up, and he throws on to first for the out. What a way.
You have to be willing to do things for the team. That's what he does right there, getting a quality sac bunt down, getting a runner in scoring position, and getting praise from his teammates.
And it's Johnny Gomes in the box now.
Well, they catch a little bit of a break here in a jam with runners on base, but a guy who not typically is a very good hitter in this situation.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, and it goes foul. And he delivers. Strike 2, no balls, 2 strikes. Gomes will protect.
Now, Gary, he's in a little bit of trouble right now with 2 strikes. They're probably going to try to get him to chase that curveball.
On the way. Sinker's taken, strike 3 called, out number 2.
We need to see that again. Only 3 pitches and he's back to the dugout.
Sometimes a pitcher just gets the mental advantage over the hitter, and the hitter never gets an at-bat going. Rosales at the plate. 2 outs and a runner on second. That swung on, hit on the ground. That ends up foul. Sinker called strike, now 0-2.
Well, in this situation, 0-2, he likes to go away to try to expand the strike zone, knowing that if the hitter starts to reach over the plate, he sets him up to bust him in next time around.
Still 0-2. Here's a sinker in there. Side's going to be retired as that's called for a 3rd strike. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Royals keeping this lead on. Looking ahead, 6, 7, 8. They're due up. And Mark Tien up. Batting .245. He's going to start the 2nd for the home team. Called strike, and Harang's got him 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Well hit towards the middle, and that'll put Tien on first. And that's going to bring David DeJesus up. Runner on first. The pitch from Harang. Squares to bunt, doesn't offer. Ball 1. At the belt, the 1-0. Squares, takes that bat back, 2-0. Lined up the middle, and that'll set down to Jesus. That's one down.
A good shortstop puts himself in position to make the play. Right there, he didn't have to move at all as that ball was hit directly at him.
And it's Buck batting. One down, runner at first. Cut fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. That one goes foul. Ooh, and with 2 strikes, checks his swing. They say he did not go. They'll appeal it first. No, he did not. And with 2 strikes, he gets another crack at it. Oh, some debate going to go on here. Did he check his swing in time, Steve? No, he did not. Wow, close call, Steve. I'm not sure everyone saw it that way. The pitch from Harang. Swung on, hit sharply to first. To second for 1. And 2. They pull off the double play. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Second inning over. Move on to the third. Illuminated by the big cans above Kauffman Stadium on this great evening. And we get back to it now. And it's Taveras batting. And he steals off and he gets away with it. He's one of the league's best. Here's the first pitch. Drops down a bunt. Gloved by Jacobs. And his throw is in time for out number 1. Hairston Jr. at the plate.
Well, Gary, his great speed comes into play offensively in a lot of different ways. And, you know, the infield going to have to play more shallow because of that speed.
He swings and hits that one. It's going to be fielded by DeJesus. Votto into the batter's box. He singled in his last at bat. Base is empty and 2 down. The first pitch. A bouncing ball to shortstop. Ochovar. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. Amazingly fast inning. Outs here coming quickly. 3 pitches. Royals keeping this lead on. Velasco up now. He's our first batter. Home half of the 3rd inning. Called strike, and Harang's got him 0-1.
It's all about changing speeds, hitting your spots as a pitcher. That curveball down and away, nobody's going to touch that.
This one foul back. Swung and a ground ball to third. Rosales. Throw one to first in time. 1 away. And Crisp is batting. Reached on an error his last time around. 1 out. Base is empty. First pitch on the way. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch, Harang. That's swung on a liner here. The catch is made.
That ball was hit so hard the second baseman barely had time to react, but playing in the right spot, he gets the out.
Aviles at the plate. And for the offense in Trey Hillman's club, he needs to produce, a big part of it. Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch on the way. On the ground to second. Hairston Jr. throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. Now we move on to the top of the 4th. Meat of the lineup coming to the plate. And it's Jay Bruce in the box now. One of the best batting averages in the league. The pitch swung on. That is hit. Oh, that'll move you on the mound. He just barely got out of the way.
Well, one of the offensive leaders in the game this year, and obviously a guy who's getting the job done for this offense, and somebody they've really come to rely upon.
Dickerson has a turn in the box. 0 for 1 thus far. A runner on first, no outs. Now the first pitch. Popped up, should be playable behind the plate. This one towards Buck. That's one away. And here's Ramon Hernandez. Reached on an error his last time around. 1 out, runner on at first. The pitch slowly down the third base line and foul. That's 1 out. And they get 2. Great double play. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Royals keeping this lead on. And the 3-hole will be coming right up. And looking on, Trey Hillman. 1-run lead for his team right now. And Butler's in the box. He's the leader in home runs and RBIs in the ball club. And here's the first one. Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch, Harang. Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1.
Well, the hitter didn't take the bait. That's a great pitch. That breaking ball down and away, trying to get the hitter to chase. You have to give him credit. He didn't go out of the zone for it.
The 1-1. 1-1 pitch, sharp breaking pitch in there for a strike. 1-2.
You want to throw the curveball away. Hard in and go with the curveball away. And it's exactly what he did right there.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 1 out.
K-Cam registers this at 86 miles per hour with some pretty good break.
Steve, probably not a very happy manager watching that cut. That's a ball that probably should have been hit.
Well, not a great swing right there on that pitch, but even the best get fooled sometime.
And it's Mike Jacobs in the box now.
Every lineup needs a big power bat, and he is a guy that can change the game with one swing of the bat.
Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground over to shortstop. And Jacobs retired. And it's Alex Gordon now. Struck out swinging his last time up. 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch on the way to Gordon. Called strike, and Harang's got him 0-1. Strike 2. Gordon doesn't like to get behind here. See what he does with the 0-2.
Well, he puts everything he has into that swing, hoping that if he does make contact, it could go a long way. Unfortunately, no contact.
Shot back to first. Votto, and he's in there, no play. That brings up Martin.
Well, this ball's not hit all that well, but it's in the right spot, and sometimes better lucky than good. Martin's power numbers have continued to grow throughout his career. He's a guy that makes better contact now, and in the right count can hit a pitch out of the ballpark.
He's 1 for 1 so far. And that's taken for a strike.
There's a reason they put the number 1 down when signaling for the fastball. It has to be your number 1 pitch, your best pitch. That's what he saw right there.
Here's the pitch. And that's a strike. Martin's going to have to take very close approach on the next one.
Well, the hitter struggles with curveballs when he's behind in the count, and I suspect they're going to go to the hook.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
It's going to be DeJesus, second highest average on the ball club. Runners at second and third and 2 down. First pitch on the way. Called strike, and Harang's got him 0-1. Kicks and throws. Solid contact made, but that foul ball up in the air is going to be off on the right side. Good slider that time. Ruled the ball. 1-2. And he delivers. And he looks at a fastball that's in there. Side retired. They pick up no runs on a hit, and they lead 2-1. Fifth inning upcoming at Kauffman Stadium. And if you're just joining in, hi everybody, this is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips, Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. In the batter's box, Keppinger, 222 batting average. He's in his 5th season. On the way, and he holds off with the pitch low, 1-0.
Boy, good pitching, good defense. They're getting it done today, and obviously limiting this offense, keeping them off the board. Only 3 guys left on base the entire game.
Now Buck spots the pitch. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. Makes its way through for a single.
It's all about getting base runners, and it's even better when you don't have any outs, and could be the start of a big inning.
And here's Johnny Gomes. Caught looking last time. Runner on first base, nobody out. First pitch on the way. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike. He squares around and he gets this one down. Picked by Gordon. In time for the out.
Now, Gary, you know what? He didn't beat it out at first base, but he sacrificed himself to get the runner in scoring position.
Sometimes those things get lost in the course of a game, but not for the guys on the field. They realize the importance, especially if they get the run here.
You know, we always celebrate the guy who drives in the run, but he's in scoring position because his teammate got a bunt down.
1 out, a runner on at second base. Here's the first pitch. This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. That's 2 gone.
That's a good pitch right there. He gets it the sky one to the right side. and an easy play for the first baseman.
And it's Tavares batting. And the National League pitchers have to deal with him with the base paths. He's near the top in steals. Runner on second and 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball towards the second baseman. Calaspo throws to first. Side is retired. So they pick up a hit but leave a man at second and fail to score. Fifth inning baseball underway, and we go to the home half. And it's Buck batting. He'll lead off for the home team here in the home half of the fifth. And here's the first one. This is in the air, straight away left. One away. Calaspo batting now. Grounded out last time. Base is empty with one away. Ground ball towards second. Hairston Jr. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
Oh, it's a nice play right there. Great effort by the second baseman to get over, make the play, and a nice accurate throw to first.
And Coco Crisp the bat. 0 for 2 thus far. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Crisp. First look. 0-1. Called strike, and Harang's got him 0-1.
Now that he's established the strike zone down and in, he can elevate a pitch or go with something soft away from the hitter.
He delivers. That is a strike. Crisp, good contact hitter. He'll try and bat on ball here. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. That'll do it as they put that one away. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. We've played 5 full. On screen, a look at Dusty Baker. His club only separated by 1 run from tying this ball game. Got a plan to get back in. We'll see. Hairston Jr. at the plate. For his team, he's number 2 in hits. Here it comes. Takes one up and away for strike 1. A sinker misses. 1-1.
Now, Gary, they left 4 runners on base so far in the game, so they've had a couple of opportunities, to be able to try to make something happen, but just have not been able to come up with a big hit or a long ball.
Good downward action on that sinker. 1-2.
Well, I'm going out of the zone right now, Gary, trying to get him to chase something rather than giving him a good pitch to hit.
The 1-2 on its way. Got him. 1 away.
Now, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action with 2 strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
Votto into the batter's box. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. 1 out, nobody on. And the first pitch. On the ground to short. Aviles. On to Jacobs. 2 down here in the inning. And it's Jay Bruce in the box now. In the National League, top 5 in hits. Base is empty with 2 outs. He deals. Sinker's in there. No balls and a strike.
Gary, he can really swing the bat. Just a quality approach at the plate day in and day out. That consistency is critical to their success.
He delivers. And that's a strike. Bruce is going to have to take a little defensive stance here.
Well, with 2 strikes, I'm going to go with the changeup. Pull the string on it, get him off balance, and get a swing and a miss.
Hit hard. Oh, avoided the path of that ball. That was right up the middle. Was that ever close? Yeah, with 2 down, they've got a man on board. Dickerson up now. On the base pass, number 2 in steals in the ball club. 2 outs and a man on first. Now the first pitch. This one's bounced up the middle. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And he has just been magnificent through 6. Still got outs to get, Steve, but he's in this one.
Gary, he's got his great stuff and his great location.
Royals keeping this lead on. For those of you just coming on board, along with Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. This is MLB on 2K Sports. Aviles at the plate. He'll lead off the bottom half of the 6th. First pitch, here it comes. Called strike, and Harang's got him 0-1. Hit in the air to left center. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. He's going to try to stretch it. So that brings up Billy Butler.
A nice approach at the plate right there. Gets on base. Still nobody out. Let's see if they can't move him along now.
Struck out swinging last time.
Well, you've got the lead right now with speed on first base. You have to get him going, I think.
Ground ball up the middle. And he's got it now. That's 1 and 2. A double play. And Steve, this guy's got to get the props for taking care of it all by himself.
Well, sometimes you find yourself in a position where there's only one option you have. On this play, it worked out.
And it's Mike Jacobs in the box now. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Base is empty and 2 down. He deals. Lays off a called strike of the knees. 0-1. And that one struck. Taveras to field it. And he can't get to it. He blows that one. There's the throw. And he can't recover in time. That's going to go as an error.
These are the kind of moments where young hitters like Alex Gordon can win over their teammates and fans, Gary.
One of the most difficult situations for players to come through in this game. That's when you got to run her out there and 2 down.
Well, the game's best clutch hitters handle the pressure. They keep themselves intense while not getting tense. Let's see if he can do it.
Well, they've made a decision here. They're going to issue the free pass.
Now, the fans don't like to see this. They pay good money to come out to the ballpark. They want to see these battles. This hitter against this pitcher. Maybe next time.
And that'll bring Martin to the plate. Reached on an error his last time around. 2 down. Runners at first and second. The pitch from Harang. Foul ball behind home plate. Line towards first. And that'll put Tien on first. And here's Jacobs going to try to score. And Jacobs crosses the plate. Chances coming here by the bushels full for Kansas City. And David DeJesus up. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
I'll tell you what, Gary, we're seeing a solid, consistent, professional approach from these hitters, and it's paying off because they now have the lead.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. Consistency matters. Don't give up at bats, and he didn't.
That's right. Consistency is the difference between the good teams and the bad teams. Let's see if the consistency continues.
And Hernandez sets up his target. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And in there, the Royals will get a run. And Gordon comes in to score. Openings for this lineup offensively. Don't give it to them now because they are hot. And it's Buck batting. Well, the direction here, Steve, for this lineup is stay in charge. Right now they are.
Well, now they're putting some distance between themselves and their opponent. With at-bats like that, keep tacking on the runs and pulling away.
First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now. What they're looking for right here is to keep this offense rolling now, get this going.
Well, that's right. I mean, they've got it rolling now, Gary, and you want to continue to lump these quality at-bats together, keep tacking on runs, create that margin, protect your pitchers.
Struck him out. He gets out of this with just a little hurt. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. Kansas City up 3. Looking to the lineup, 6, 7, 8 hitters on their way to the plate. It's going to be Hernandez. 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch to him. He swings and hits that one. It's going to be fielded by DeJesus. And he makes the catch, 1 down. And you know he's looking ahead and feeling pretty good about it.
And with good reason. He hasn't given up a run yet, and he's got to be gaining confidence.
In the batter's box, Keppinger. He had a single in his last time up. Base is empty, 1 out. Sinker just missed, 1-0.
Well, what an outstanding effort by the pitcher today. I mean, he has just been on top of his game, making the pitches, and offensively, they just have not been able to back hits up with other hits to mount the rally. They've been held scoreless here today.
1-0 pitch, a slider in there, 1-1.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter, gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch, a sinker taken for a strike, 1-2. One-two pitch coming. That pitch misses low, 2-2 now.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
The pitch. Hit in the air to left center. 2 away. The question is, can he keep this going?
You know what? It's different for every guy, but from what we see today, he is locked in, dominating stuff, and he looks strong.
And here's Johnny Gomes. Sacrificed his last time around. 2 outs and nobody on. And the first pitch. Starts him out with a sinker for a strike.
Look, Gary, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
Strike 2, no balls, 2 strikes. Gomes will protect. Line to left, but that's going to go foul. A smash between short and third. And there's Gordon for the third out. And now that's 7. Count them, 7 shutout innings going.
I think he's got the stuff to do it, Gary. I think he wants to finish the rest of this game. He's got the legs.
Royals keeping this lead on. That's Trey Hillman you're looking at. Last inning, that pitching gave up nothing. That's what he wants to see. Now looking for the offense to try and expand the lead. Velasco at the plate. He's going to get things going here. Home half, 7th inning. The first pitch. A line drive toward short. Kevinger. And he throws on to first for the out. Put away. And it's Coco Crisp at the plate. Hasn't gotten a hit yet today. We'll see what he can do here. Base is empty with 1 away. The pitch from Harang. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, nothing like a good, solid four-seam fastball, and this guy clearly has that as his best pitch, Gary, and it allows you to use all your secondary pitches off of it.
Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. And with this pitch, it keeps you honest at the plate because you've got to be looking for it all the time.
Well, you've got to speed up the look fastball, and then it makes you vulnerable to the off-speed stuff.
That swung on and grounded up the middle. Hairston Jr. And that'll set down Crisp. Aviles at the plate. 2 for 3 thus far. 2 outs, bases empty. First pitch. Called strike, and Harang's got him 0-1.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
Good movement to that cutter, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
The 1-2 on its way. Slider tough to lay off, and it's 2-2. Kicks and throws. Ground ball to short. Kevinger. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. And a good half inning there, gone in short order in this one. We'll move ahead to the 8th. Rosales at the plate now. He'll lead it off here, inning number 8. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a high bouncer to second. Ochovar on to Jacobs. 1 away. And now we've got 1 down here in this 8th inning of a shutout ball game.
Now he's just putting on a show out there right now, Gary.
And it's Tavares batting. 0 for 3 to this point. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off. The pitch. Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. Picked by Gordon.
That's good baseball right there. He read the infielders and got it down and deadened the ball just like he needed to beat it out.
Hairston Jr. at the plate. Struck out swinging his last time up. Runner at first with one down. And the first pitch. Swung on, liner to right. That gets down. The tying run coming up. Not in time. In there at third. He's settling into the batter's box, and while he's doing that, a quick look at the 2K Sports hit tracker.
Well, the chart can really give you an idea about how they might pitch to him, how they might defend him as well, and also where the holes might be.
And out on the mound, we'll see Jimmy Gobble. He's been brought in to take over for the Royals.
Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game.
Votto into the batter's box. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Runners at first and third, one away. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up, shallow left. 2 retired here.
That's a big second out right there, holding on to a slim lead. Now he's got a chance to get out of this thing without any major trouble. I like Jay Bruce up right here, Gary. A patient young hitter with pop in his bat.
Absolutely, and he's got an intense look up there because this is a big at-bat with 2 away.
Well, he can't be over-anxious. The pitcher could play into that. He could take advantage of that over-anxiousness. He's got to stay calm and relaxed. Well, good speed at first base right here. He can really run. Don't be surprised if we see him try to steal and get a second runner in scoring position.
We'll see Jacobs holding him there as best he can. High chopper goes foul. A shot up the middle. That's down. The run's coming in. And he's still going on his way to third. And he's in there. Could not get him.
Well, they just can't get this guy out. That's 4 hits for him in this one. A chance to find out what these guys are made of right now, Gary.
Big situation. He settles into the batter's box. 2 down, a man on third. Steve.
Clutch situation here. The manager at least has to consider a pinch hitting opportunity to work the potential matchup.
There's a slider that misses. 1-1. Here it comes. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And it's going to be DeJesus. That'll do it as they put that one away. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. The Reds making progress. They've cut into this lead. To be pitching as the Reds decide to bring in a reliever.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late. And do you want to take any chances? The manager decides to go to the pen.
He delivers. Hit hard on the ground to short. And Butler retired. And Mike Jacobs up. He doubled at his last appearance. 1 out, bases empty. Here's the first pitch to Jacobs. Takes that one low and outside, 0-1.
This is the go-to pitch for many pitchers in the major league. The fastball down and away. When in doubt, that's where you go.
Good eye there by Mike Jacobs. Stayed away from the ball. It's even.
Well, he tried to go up the ladder on him right there, but the hitter laid off. Good piece of hitting.
Hard grounded to short. Kevinger. Out number 2. And in the batter's box, it's Gordon. Walked in his last plate appearance. Base is empty and 2 down. Now the first pitch. Pulls that one off, and it's high, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Checks his swing. They're going to call it a strike. We'll appeal this one down to third. Just a bit too aggressive. That strike's going to hold up. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. Here's the 2-1. And that one struck. Taveras to field it. And that falls for a base hit.
A 2-out knock right there. Now they're going to keep this inning alive and see if they can't add to this very slim lead.
Now here is Mark Teahen. A runner on first with 2 outs. First one to Teahen. Here's the pitch. First pitch, a slider for a called strike.
Well, this is a tough pitch. I mean, that breaking ball up and in really can handcuff a hitter.
And he delivers. Hit up the middle. Oh, my. Oh, my. How did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary.
Well, he's doing his part, no question about it. A big 2-out hit. His 3rd hit of the game. He's having some kind of ball game. David DeJesus, good contact hitter, Gary. Looking to come up big for his teammates in a critical situation.
And there are 2 men out, runner in scoring position, a chance to increase their lead.
Well, a big opportunity here to pad the lead and create a little larger margin for error. Not as much pressure if they were behind.
2 men on and 2 men out. The pitch. Fastball in there. 0-1. And he leaves that one alone. David DeJesus evens the count.
Good fastball right there. Let's see what he's going to come back with now.
There's a ground ball. Hairston Jr. throws on to first in time to retire the side. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. We finished 8, top of the 9th next. Doing the pitching as Kansas City brings him into close.
Well, managers face so many different decisions during the course of a game, and as the game goes on and it's close, those decisions become much more critical to success or failure.
And with 2 strikes on him, Hernandez, he doesn't want to go down swinging here.
Good late hard break on that curveball. That's awfully tough to hit, and he swings right over the top of it.
Soria with a windup. Grounded up the middle. He's got it now. And Hernandez set down.
One out here in the ninth inning. They still need 2, so they need to get people on and advance base runners. Do what they have to do to get runners in scoring position and hope they run into that clutch base hit, Gary.
Nobody on base, 1 away. First pitch to him. Strike 1. Soria gets him swinging.
That's power against power right there. Your best against my best. This time the pitcher wins.
Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Missed with the fastball outside. 2-1. Won't commit on that hard slider. Now 3-1.
If you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
And the fastball is over. 3-2 now.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball headed for the middle. And that'll retire Keppinger.
Well, they need one more out. Defense ready, lining up behind the pitching, trying to get that big out, forcing them to put it in play and make the play.
And it's Johnny Gomes in the box now. Lined out in his last at bat. Base is empty with 2 outs. Soria with a windup. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
You got the hitter down in a hole. You know he struggles with sliders when he's behind in the count. You got to throw him the slider.
He deals. And Gomes watches it go by. Count is even. Swing and a miss on that fastball, and it's 1-2. Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
Well, with a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading.